Hello, beautiful listeners, and welcome back to Green Earth Essentials. Today, we're pouring a cup of history, culture, and wellness as we explore one of the most beloved drinks on earth, tea. From the misty mountains of China to the bustling tea rooms of London, tea is more than a beverage. It's a ritual, a medicine, a comfort, and in many ways, a bridge between worlds. Whether you reach for a steaming mug of black tea in the morning, a calming green in the afternoon, or the frothy ceremony of matcha, each variety carries a story in its leaves. In this episode, we'll journey through green, black, white, oolong, matcha, gunpowder, pu'er, and even legendary teas like monkey picked. We'll explore how they taste, how they're prepared, what health benefits they bring, and the cultures that shape them. Green tea is one of the oldest and most celebrated teas, with roots in China going back more than 4,000 years. Unlike black tea, it is minimally oxidized. The leaves are quickly steamed or pan-fired to preserve their jade green color and delicate compounds. This careful process gives green tea its signature taste. Fresh, grassy, sometimes nutty or sweet, depending on the region and style. Caffeine levels are moderate, offering calm alertness without the sharp edge of coffee. Nutritionally, green tea is packed with antioxidants, especially catechins like EGCG, which are studied for supporting heart health, metabolism, and healthy aging. In traditional Chinese medicine, it has long been valued for clearing heat, aiding digestion, and refreshing the spirit. Culturally, green tea carries deep significance. In Japan, it became central to the Chanoyu tea ceremony, where every whisk of matcha reflects mindfulness and harmony. In China, varieties like dragonwell and gunpowder remain symbols of hospitality and daily wellness. Preparation is an art of balance. Water that is too hot or steeping that runs too long will scorch the delicate leaves, resulting in bitterness. The ideal method is to heat water to around 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit and steep the leaves for 2 to 3 minutes. For Japanese teas like Yokuro, cooler water closer to 140 degrees is often used to coax out sweetness and umami. High-quality green teas can be re-steeped multiple times, with each infusion revealing new layers of flavor. For a fuller exploration of its history, health benefits, and beauty applications, be sure to check out my earlier episode, The Green Tea Revolution, Unlocking Health and Beauty Benefits. Black tea is the most widely consumed type of tea in the world, known for its strength, depth, and versatility. Unlike green or white teas, black tea leaves are fully oxidized, a process that turns the leaves dark brown to black and develops their bold character. This oxidation deepens the flavor, giving black tea its robust, malty, sometimes fruity, or even smoky profile. Among the standard teas, Black tea contains the highest caffeine content, making it a beloved morning companion and the base for countless global tea traditions. Black tea's story begins in China during the Ming Dynasty. According to lore, a military encampment once delayed the processing of freshly harvested leaves, which caused them to oxidize fully. Rather than being discarded, the tea was dried over pine wood fires, creating the first lapsang souchong, a smoky black tea that sparked a whole new category. As trade routes expanded, black tea became China's major export, traveling along the Silk Road and eventually finding its way to Europe. Its true global rise came during the British colonial era. By the 19th century, the East India Company had established vast tea plantations in Assam and Darjeeling, regions of India perfectly suited to the Camellia sinensis plant. Assam teas were bold, malty, and rich, while Darjeeling developed a lighter floral character, often called the champagne of teas. Together, they supplied Britain's growing thirst for black tea. Tea became firmly woven into British culture in the 17th century, thanks in large part to Portuguese Princess Catherine of Braganza, who married King Charles II and brought her love of tea to the royal court. What began as an aristocratic indulgence soon spread across society. By the Victorian era, the ritual of afternoon tea, complete with porcelain teapots, tiered trays of finger sandwiches, and delicate pastries, was a hallmark of British life. Later, hearty blends like English breakfast and Irish breakfast were created to complement traditional morning meals, cementing black tea as a daily staple. Outside Britain, black tea took on new cultural forms. In India, black tea became the base for masala chai, a warming spiced blend of tea, milk, sugar, and spices like cardamom, cinnamon, and ginger. In Russia, samovars, ornate metal urns, became central to gatherings, often filled with smoky teas brewed strong and diluted with hot water throughout the day. In the American South, black tea evolved into sweet iced tea, a refreshing counterpart to hot climates and a cultural icon in its own right. Black tea also offers health benefits beyond its cultural richness. Its theaflavins and thearubigens, antioxidant compounds form drain oxidation, support cardiovascular health, help balance cholesterol levels, and contribute to overall gut microbiome diversity. Its caffeine content sharpens alertness and focus, while its tannins provide a grounding, slightly astringent effect. Brewing black tea is straightforward but benefits from care. Use freshly boiled water and steep for 3 to 5 minutes, adjusting to taste. Shorter steeping yields a brisk, lighter cup, while longer steeping enhances body and intensity. Popular varieties include Assam, Darjeeling, Ceylon, Keemoon, and blends like Earl Grey, which is scented with bergamot oil. Black tea is not just bold in flavor, it is bold in history. economics, and culture. It has fueled empires, sparked trade routes, inspired rituals, and continues to be one of the most democratic drinks in the world, equally at home in a fine porcelain cup or a roadside chai stall. White tea is the most delicate of all true teas, crafted from the youngest buds and tenderest leaves of the Camellia sinensis plant. Unlike green or black teas, it undergoes almost no processing, harvested by hand, withered and gently dried, often in natural sunlight. This minimal handling preserves the plant's subtle qualities, giving white tea a refined, light character that is sometimes described as ethereal. Its flavor is soft and nuanced, floral, honey-like, and slightly sweet, with a smoothness that feels more like a whisper than a shout. White tea traces its origins to China's Fujian province, where records of its cultivation date back to the Tang Dynasty, 7th to 10th century. At first, white tea was produced only in very small quantities and reserved exclusively for emperors and the highest ranking officials. Its rarity and purity made it a luxury, a beverage of refinement and status. During the Song dynasty, poets and scholars often praised white tea in their writings, noting its elegance and connection to nature. The most famous varieties of white tea are still produced in Fujian. Silver Needle by Hao Yinjun is the most prized, consisting only of young silvery buds covered in fine downy hairs, yielding a pale golden liquor with a sweet silky taste. White Peony by Mudan blends buds with the first young leaves, creating a fuller body and a slightly bolder, fruitier profile. There are also regional variations like Shu Mei, a later harvest with deeper, earthier flavors. Among true teas, white tea has the lowest caffeine content, though this can vary depending on the harvest and leaf to bud ratio. Its gentle caffeine release provides a calm, sustained energy without overstimulation, making it suitable for those who are sensitive to caffeine. Despite its lightness, white tea boasts one of the richest antioxidant profiles of any tea, especially high levels of catechins and polyphenols. These compounds are associated with reducing inflammation, supporting cardiovascular health, promoting graceful aging, and even protecting skin from oxidative stress and UV damage. In traditional Chinese medicine, white tea was thought to cool the blood and relieve internal heat, making it a soothing remedy during the hot summer months. Preparing white tea is as much about patience as it is about precision. Its delicate leaves are easily scalded, so cooler water, around 150 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, is ideal. A steeping time of 2 to 4 minutes is recommended, though high-quality white teas can be re-steeped several times, with each infusion revealing a new layer of sweetness or floral notes. Many tea connoisseurs prefer to brew white tea in glass teapots to admire the way the slender leaves and buds unfurl in the water. White tea has also found a place in modern wellness culture, where it is celebrated as one of the purest expressions of the tea plant. Its gentle nature makes it easy to drink daily, while its subtle flavors invite a slower, more mindful experience. In this way, white tea is not just a beverage but a practice in simplicity, reminding us that sometimes the quietest things carry the most elegance. Oolong tea occupies a fascinating middle ground between green and black tea. It is partially oxidized, anywhere from 10 to 80%, which creates a wide spectrum of flavors and aromas. Some oolongs are light, floral, and buttery, resembling green teas, while others are darker, roasted, and mineral rich, closer in character to black teas. This diversity makes oolong one of the most complex and expressive tea categories, often described as the connoisseur's tea. The origins of oolong tea trace back to China's Fujian province during the Ming Dynasty, where farmers began experimenting with partial oxidation and intricate processing techniques. From Fujian, the craft spread to Taiwan, where high mountain oolongs developed their own unique reputation for clarity and fragrance. Taiwan's misty, high altitude climate allows the tea leaves to grow slowly, concentrating their flavors and aromas. Culturally, oolong has deep ties to ritual and artistry. The Gongfu tea ceremony, practiced in both China and Taiwan, is considered the pinnacle of tea appreciation. Using small clay teapots called yixing pots or delicate gaiwans, lidded bowls, the tea is steeped in short, multiple infusions. Each brew reveals a new chapter of flavor, from bright floral top notes to deep roasted undertones, making the experience as much about patience and mindfulness as taste. The term gong fu refers to skill and effort, reflecting the care required to brew oolong properly. Some of the most famous oolongs carry stories in their names. Tiguan Yin, or Iron Goddess of Mercy, is a legendary tea from Angshan, Fujian. Its name comes from a tale about a poor farmer who tended a neglected temple of the Bodhisattva Guan Yin. As a reward, he discovered a tea plant of exceptional quality, which he cultivated and shared. Tiguan Yin is known for its orchid-like aroma and smooth, creamy flavor. Another famous family of oolongs is the rock teas of Wuyi Mountain in Fujian, grown in craggy, mineral-rich soil that gives them a distinctive roasted, earthy profile, often described as having yan yun or rock rime. Taiwanese high mountain oolongs like Alishan and Dongding are celebrated for their floral sweetness and velvety mouthfeel. Oolong's caffeine content is moderate, providing steady alertness without the sharp peaks of coffee or black tea. It also carries unique health benefits. Studies suggest oolong can support metabolism, aid fat oxidation, and promote healthy digestion. which is why it's often paired with heavy or oily meals in Chinese cuisine. Its polyphenols also contribute to cardiovascular support and antioxidant activity. Brewing oolong requires a gentle hand, water just below boiling. Around 190 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. The leaves are best steeped for short intervals, 20 to 60 seconds, before pouring off into small cups. High quality oolong can be re-steeped 5, 10, or even more times, each infusion offering subtle variations in flavor. Some drinkers describe the experience as a conversation with the tea, where each steeping is another reply. Oolong tea, then, is less about a single sip and more about the unfolding journey. It invites patience, attention, and curiosity, qualities that remind us that even in something as simple as a cup of tea, there are endless layers waiting to be discovered. Matcha is unique among teas because it isn't steeped, it's whisked. This finely ground powder comes from shade-grown Japanese green tea leaves, traditionally tencha, which are carefully stone-milled into a vibrant emerald powder. Its roots trace back to Zen Buddhist monks who drank it to sustain long meditation sessions and cultivate a calm, alert state of mind. The Japanese tea ceremony Chenoyu elevates matcha into an art form where every gesture, the scooping of powder, the pouring of water, the rhythmic whisking, embodies harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. The resulting bowl of frothy green tea is more than a drink, it's a moment of mindfulness captured in liquid form. Matcha has more caffeine than regular green tea since you consume the whole leaf, but it pairs with L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes relaxation and focus. Together, they create a sustained, centered energy rather than the highs and lows of coffee. Its taste is bold yet balanced, grassy, creamy, and deeply umami, with subtle sweetness in high-quality ceremonial grades. To prepare, sift a teaspoon of matcha into a bowl, add hot water at about 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and whisk in a brisk M or zigzag motion until a smooth froth forms. While ceremonial grade matcha is reserved for rituals, culinary grade shines in lattes, smoothies, and even baking, making it a versatile green elixir. For a deeper dive into its history, health science, and cultural meaning, revisit my earlier episode, Matcha, the art, science, and tradition of Japan's green elixir. Gunpowder tea, named for its tightly rolled pellets, is a green tea with a smoky, slightly peppery flavor. It originated in Zhejiang, China, and unrolls dramatically when steeped. Pu'er, by contrast, is a fermented tea from Yunnan province. It's aged in cakes or bricks, developing earthy, woody, sometimes even mushroom-like flavors. Pu'er has been traded along ancient caravan routes for centuries, prized for its digestive and probiotic benefits. Outside the world of Camellia sinensis, the true tea plant, herbal infusions like chamomile, rooibos, and peppermint carry no caffeine but have their own cultural and medicinal histories. In Europe, herbal tisanes were often used in folk medicine, while rooibos became South Africa's gift to the world. When buying tea, quality matters. Loose leaf is generally superior to tea bags, which often contain dust and broken bits that lose flavor quickly. Look for whole, unbroken leaves with vibrant color and a fresh aroma. For matcha, choose bright emerald green powder, which signals freshness and quality. Transparency from growers and fair trade certifications are important. Cheap teas often mean poor labor conditions or excessive pesticide use. Trust your senses. A good tea should smell alive and brew into a clear, bright liquor. Tea has a global footprint, and with popularity comes environmental strain. Mass plantations can lead to soil depletion, pesticide use, and exploitation of workers. Sustainable tea means shade grown, organic practices, biodiversity on plantations, and fair trade wages. In Britain's colonial past, tea was tied to systems of exploitation and empire, so today's conscious consumer can help rewrite that history by supporting ethical brands. And what about monkey pick tea? This legendary story claims monks trained monkeys to pluck unreachable leaves high in the mountains. While romantic, the reality is modern monkey pick teas are just a marketing term for rare, high-quality oolong. No monkeys are harvesting your tea today, and if they were, it would raise major ethical red flags. From China's misty mountains to British tea rooms, from Zen monasteries to modern kitchens, tea has woven itself into human history with every steep. We've traveled today through green, black, white, oolong, matcha, gunpowder, pu'er, and beyond. We've learned how taste, caffeine, health benefits, and culture intertwine in a single cup. As you sip your next tea, think of the centuries of tradition and the people behind those leaves. Try exploring a new variety this week, maybe a delicate white tea, a smoky pu'er, or the meditative whisk of matcha. And remember to choose teas that honor the planet and the workers who bring them to us. If you enjoyed this journey, please share this episode, subscribe to the podcast, and join me for more explorations in natural wellness and sustainability. And if you want to support the podcast, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Green Earth Essentials. Your support helps us keep creating fresh, informative content. Until next time, may your cup always be full. This is Michelle Jackson signing off.